I'm Rylie Catagami. I'm I'm 21. I am a trans female, male to female, and this is my 1 year of being on hormone replacement therapy. It's a process where you 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 block the testosterone and like put in estrogen, so it makes your body different and just starts making your body different. But yeah, it's really great. It's 1 year of being on HRT. I know most of my friends are like a couple years HRT, so I'm still baby. I'm still very new, and I'm not very good at like trans stuff in general. I'm not very good at discussing uh complicated topics, and not very good at explaining my words. So I'll probably forget stuff a lot and stutter. I'm not on HRT, and I'm not sure if I ever will be. Well, you never know. Never give up hope, honestly. Yeah, being on getting HRT is really different for everybody, because I know a couple friends who are in Texas, and the rules are different there, and like the trans community is really looked down upon, and it really sucks, because they just want to be who they really are, and they just can't, because society doesn't want them to. It's really sad. It's not because of rules for me. I'm not sure if I'm trans. Yeah, there's also the thing about knowing if you are or aren't trans. Knowing if you're trans is complicated, because it's just a really hard question, and you never know if it's like, do trans people need to be on HRT to be trans? No. I mean, I thought that at first, but no. It's like, being trans is like, you are different from what's the scientific term? It's that you were born a different gender than you were meant to be. So you can be trans whenever you realize that maybe you just aren't happy with your current gender, and you just don't like it at all. So when you're trans, you just kind of maybe just start accepting a role, a feminine or a masculine role, because it's not just male to female, it's female to male too. I don't know anybody female to male, but yeah, I'm not really great at answering these kinds of questions. I'm not a professional. I'm just kind of giving my own personal experiences and what I think about this kind of stuff. I have a bunch of questions here on my Curious Cat, so let's see here. When you first started transitioning socially, or started socially transitioning, did you ever accidentally misgender yourself? Asking because I still do it more often than I like to. I mean, yeah, for a little while, it's kind of weird going by a different gender or name. It depends how long you've been doing it for. Because for everyone, it's really hard to like accept that your new name is your name. It takes a little while to get used to. So it's yeah, it does take a while to get used to it, but misgendering doesn't happen a whole lot after a while. You just have to like get all your friends to like help you call you by your name and your gender, and just have everybody help you out, and you'll get there eventually. It's just a matter of time, honestly. Another question is, how did your family react to you coming out? So, let's see. So, the first person I came out to was my mom. Well, coming out is like one of the hardest steps, honestly. But what I did is I found a video. Miss Breezy. She forever ago. She's a content creator. She did a lot of like MLP Gmod stuff, and she did a coming out video, and she explained the whole thing. And after that, I like that video kind of made me realize what trans were, and like I really related to a lot of the things that she said. So I ended up copying that video and posting it on Facebook just to like share it. It's like I think I just said like on the comment, like, I really relate to this. This is really nice. Like, I didn't really say anything too much, but I did that, and my mom ended up texting me. She's like, "Is there something you need to tell me?" And then after that, it's like I just kind of it's honestly it's a lot easier coming out in text over voice, you know, because for a while when I came out, I didn't I had a really hard time like using my voice about these kinds of things, like girl stuff, girl clothes, and it was really awkward. She was super understanding. Like I'm pretty sure she said that she knew for a while that maybe something was off. I don't know. I can't remember. It's been a while, but that's pretty much how it went. So she just kind of messaged me. But so my other family. Oh, sorry, I'm kind of hot. So my other family, my dad, I was really worried about how he would react to me coming out. But once I was getting closer to like actually being prescribed HRT, I messaged him on Facebook and I just told him like what was up, and he was like, "Yeah, you can. I mean, you're an adult. You can do what you want," which is very cool. I'm very lucky. I'm in a very lucky situation that I'm able to, you know, have really supporting family, because a lot of the people I know, their parents are just awful, and it really sucks because they can't really be themselves, and they have to hide who they are and only just like have the internet and whatever. So it really does suck, because there's nothing a whole lot of people can really do about it until like they move out or something happens. I don't know. And the rest of my family, my grandmother is super supportive. She's like super happy for me because I'm all like social and happy now, and she's like very proud of me. And the rest of my family, like my cousins and stuff, because what I did is I had my mom and my dad, like I didn't talk to my immediate family like personally. Like I told my mom and my dad, and from there they kind of like they like talked about it to the other family members, and they kind of did it for me. So that, I mean, it was pretty easy for me, because yeah, I just told my mom and my dad, and they told the rest of the family over whatever means they used. But when I went to I believe it was like Christmas party last year, and I had to go meet all my cousins for the first time since being on HRT. I was kind of nervous because I haven't seen them since I've been on HRT, so I didn't know how they would react. But when I went there, and for the first time seeing me, they didn't really say anything about the whole transitioning thing. I guess they were just kind of like, they just kind of accepted it, or maybe they're silently accepting it. I don't know. Was it worth it for you? It's absolutely worth it. It's so worth it. Like if you just look up trans coming out videos, and if you relate to most of that, you're probably trans, because like when I was pre-HRT, I was super depressed, I had no self-confidence, no self-esteem. I was super, like, I hated on myself all the time. I was like, I'm so stupid. I hate myself. And just like, and I got depressed like so often. I'd always kind of get upset at my friends or about small things. I still get upset about small things, like the other day, but not as often as it used to be. Also, that's my alarm. Yeah, it's really good that my family supported. Yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, I was super terrible pre-HRT, and I always felt bad, or like a nuisance to everybody, and I felt like I just wasn't meant to be around. Like I just caused everyone pain and sadness to everybody. Like even my closest friends, like I'd get depressed and take it out on them. And like I knew I was depressed and upset too, and I knew I was taking it out on them. And even then I would want it to be worse. Like I wanted to be even more depressed than when I was. So I just try and make myself feel worse by like yelling at my friends, like saying really mean things, and just making it worse. Like it snowballed really hard until I ended up giving up or leaving. Ugh, like I blocked a lot of people. I left servers like super easy. Just like if something happens, like leave server, gone, and then I'd end up coming back and blah blah blah. How much effort did you have to put for voice training? I can't get a female voice to save my life. Voice training, right? I didn't really do a whole lot for my voice. So there's a lot of things you can do for voice training. The most. I mean, Ember's done a voice training thing before, but I guess like the things I know is that one of the things you can do is like when you swallow, you like lightly put a finger on your neck, and when you swallow, you feel your Adam's apple kind of go up. What you want to do is that when you swallow, you want to try and hold the thing, not physically, just like it'll be hard to breathe. I'm pretty sure it's a thing. You like swallow and you hold the thing up for a couple seconds and you let it go. And I guess you want to try and hold it there for a while. Like keep practicing, keeping the larynx up. I think that's what it's called. Larynx, Adam's apple, whatever the heck it's called. I mean, my voice was always kind of feminine to begin with. I was pretty feminine to begin with anyway, but yeah, you can do that. I hear trilling is pretty good, like trilling a bird. I hear that's pretty good. I mean, a lot of singing, a lot of like humming is really good. Just like hum to your songs, like your favorite songs. I'm gonna answer another question from my curious cat. How did you end up to be a trans lesbian? Okay, so there's a difference between sex, like your gender, and sexuality. So I've never really been into guys. Like even before, like I wasn't into guys. Like I don't really like how they look IRL. I'm not really attracted to guys at all. Yeah, I was never attracted to guys, and that didn't change at all after transitioning either. Like I still really like girls. I love girls a lot. I like the boobies. I like soft. I still really like girls. Like I mean furry guys, I don't know, they can hit different sometimes. I know a hot furry guy when I see one. IRL, no guys are hot to me. That's just, I mean, I guess I'm a furry, so, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm also ace or asexual. So, or a Bambi lesbian, where it's someone who prefers cuddles and romance over sex. So, I do really like cuddling and just being really soft and intimate with my significant other. Yeah, I like furry guys, sure. IRL guys, not really. But I did date my friend Nick for a little while because maybe I'm a little bit maybe what is it, pansexual, where you just like I like people for who they are instead of like their gender. I really like my friend Nick. He's really sweet, but okay, here's another thing. I kind of have a crush on everybody. Like, I have a hard time deciding who is a really good friend and who I have a crush on. So at this point, I'm just saying I pretty much have a crush on everybody. Or my really close friends. Like, if I click with somebody, I will click with them. Okay, this is a long one. From Ashkit Hazel. First, I hope you don't mind, but I actually had 2 questions. First, I was wondering how to deal with body hair. For context, I am male to female. And have yet to start HRT, hopefully will soon. And I have just been shaving to deal with it myself. However, I wonder if I'm doing things the hard way because I get maybe about 2 uses out of the blades before I need to replace them. Doing arms, leg, chest. Am I just bad at razor, or is it just the norm? Oh, that's a long one. Wait. The second question is actually from my wife, a bi cis woman. She was wondering if there's more she can do to help me besides just being supportive, accepting, and loving. She really wants to do more and feels that what she does is not enough. Okay. Would you say you're a/Demi? That's more connection. I guess so. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but on topic. Whew, okay, body hair. Yeah, I mean, everybody has body hair. Even girls have body hair, so I've seen, unfortunately. I mean, even on HRT, you still get body hair, but HRT just slows down the body hair. Cause, yeah, there's not really a whole lot you can do about body hair, besides just shaving it. I mean, you can get laser hair removal, but it's expensive, so I'm told. My girlfriend and her roommate have gotten laser. Well, I think mostly her roommate's gotten laser. So, yeah. Waxing. Yeah, I guess waxing. Or epilating. I believe epilating is just like a thing. Kind of like a hair razor, but it plucks all the hairs out. So, like, at the root, so it grows back less. I think that's how that works. Yes, laser. Yeah, there's that. Yeah, there's... Because yeah, pre-HRT, I mean, hair grows back fast. Like, at some point, I just kind of gave up trying to shave my leggies, because as soon as I shave them, maybe like a couple days later, they're already growing back, and it's just, ugh. I still hate it, but it's not as bad as it used to be. There's really not a whole lot you can do about body hair, besides just getting hair removal strips. Yeah, there's some hair removal cream on sensitive areas. Yeah, I mean, there's little things you can do, but all in all, there's not really much you can do besides just lessen it. And you'll have to shave less. I don't know. I mean, even me, I mean, I'm not too hairy most places. My arms, a little bit. My tummy, a little bit. My legs are the worst. I hate my legs. But yeah, not much you can do. But if there's more you can do, like if your significant other wants to help you more, besides being supportive and stuff, yeah, it really depends. Okay, so if it's male to female, and you have like a girlfriend, the thing you definitely could do is like help with girl stuff, like if you know how to do makeup, try putting makeup on them, or like if you maybe have them try on some of like your girl clothes, like maybe go shopping with them and see what they like and what you'd like to wear, like with bras and stuff. Maybe help bra shop, because you know I mean, guys don't know these things. Guys don't know anything about boobies. So it's, yeah, you want to help them with those things. What else? Yeah, I mean, just besides being, I mean, being supportive is really the best part. But yeah, just helping them with like normal girl things is really nice. So yeah, again, I'm not the best. Like, I'm not very smart about this kind of stuff. I'm just kind of giving what I know, so don't take everything I say for granted, or take it with a grain of salt. Either way. Well, it really depends. Again, it all really depends. Your kind of dysphoria, like your body hair dysphoria. Like, I hate my body hair. I hate it a lot. Mostly my legs. But I guess my legs, I mean, you can shave it, or you could just honestly just ignore it if it's, I don't know. Gender dysphoria. Do I have gender dysphoria? Well, yeah. Yeah, I don't like my body hair. Like, I'm still kind of iffy about how my face looks and my body, of course. Like, I wish I had bigger boobies, and I wish I looked a little like more feminine, like more like more pretty, more very nice. And I mean, I have really good hair. What is it? Dysphoria just kind of sucks, TBH. Yeah, I would say wearing a cute outfit is helpful. Yeah, wearing a cute outfit. Yeah, just wearing clothes like that. Yeah, just try wearing clothes of the opposite, or the gender you want to be. Yeah, just give it a try. I mean, if you like it, maybe if you want to feel pretty, or if you want to feel really cool, get there with all valid feelings. Don't be too hard on yourself, because I mean, even if you don't like how you are now, I mean, it's always important to know that the the inside matters too. Well, just Yeah, you have your friends. If you have friends, talk to, and if you have trans friends especially, talk to them about this kind of stuff. Like maybe ask for some support or some. If you have trans friends that are older than you, like Ember here, or whoever, just ask them questions. Never be afraid to ask questions, because you'll always have questions. You never know what goes on. Yeah, yeah, just like hang out with friends, ask and see what they think. Like, it's never bad to have a second opinion. Like, what do you think of me? What do you guys think of me? Do you think I would be good as a female? Do you think I would look good in these kinds of clothes? What would you say is the average proportion between the HRT and voice training when it comes to getting a feminine sounding voice? Okay, so HRT does not change your voice. It does not. So, I have no idea how much of an impact the HRT might have. No, HRT does not impact your voice, unfortunately. I wish it did. So, yeah, you have to do kind of the training yourself. Yeah, like I explained a little bit about voice training earlier. There's like thing you can do with your larynx. You do a swallow and try and hold it. Not physically, just like you just try and hold it up. And you want to do it to a point where you can breathe while you have it up. There's that. There's humming, singing, like doing trills, like just to like, do like highs, lows. A thing I did, like I do high pitched nyas to my songs, like stuff like that. I've like just doing high notes helps, but I mean I think you want to do your low notes too, so you can go back down, like do all sorts of cool things. Plenty of voice training coaches. Yeah, you can look up videos on YouTube about voice training stuff. But honestly, I feel like humming and singing and it's like trying to keep your larynx up helps a lot for sure. My voice is really cute. Oh, thank you. I still feel like I haven't even really like practiced a whole lot. I mean it's alright. I mean, yeah, I like it. I mean, if I didn't like it, I probably wouldn't watch my VODs backwards. Or not backwards. I wouldn't watch them back. Because if you don't like your voice, you probably wouldn't want to hear it. But I think I'm funny sometimes. I think I have the self-confidence to admit that I think I can be funny. I think I can, like, I think my voice is pretty, it can be nice. Many countries around the world are also support organizations, so if one's having trouble finding to talk to. Yeah, never be afraid to, like, talk to a therapist or a psychiatrist. Because those are the people who will help you. How I got prescribed HRT? It's really hard getting, like, finding where to get HRT. I hear Planned Parenthood is where a lot of people go. I mean, who says you can't watch your VODs backwards? I mean, you could, but that'd be silly. I'm not silly. I've never been silly. Yeah, I asked your primary doctor. See if your primary doctor can find, maybe like recommend you an HRT doctor or someone who can prescribe hormone replacement therapy, or maybe find a therapist who might know. Informed consent is more widely available now, thankfully. Thank goodness. I like that. Yeah, because I got mine through informed consent, which is like the easy route. It's like the doctor will kind of interview you about how you're feeling, what you're feeling, how you're feeling, how long it's been going on, and you just kind of consent. It's like, yes, this is what I want to do. I want to do this, and then they just prescribe it. Most of the world, and it's growing. Yeah, I'm very happy about that, because other places I hear you have to like go a year as a female before you can take HRT, which is really, really cringe. What is anyone's end goal? There's not really supposed to be an end goal. It's just to become happy with you and just be your true self. Like, just be happy. Like, don't be to not be depressed anymore. To be social. Make lots of friends. I mean, well, my goal personally is that stuff. was to make friends, become more social, like get out there, and like be pretty, be girl, and have boobies. I'm gonna ask, do you ever have a moment where it just kind of clicked? Like something happened that made you go, I'm really not a boy, or is it? Okay, that's a good question. Okay, so when it clicked, let's see. So for the longest time, like back in 2013, like I was in MLP, like My Little Pony. That's kind of how a lot of people start out. So there was that. Like, I don't know, because I guess it started as like MLP. There's like mostly female characters, so like I made a female OC, my main OC Sona, kind of like horse. So that's probably where it started. Like I only have like female characters because they're the most pleasant to look at, and they're the kind of the easiest to like get along with. And the okay, the main thing I used to say when I was my old MLP OC is that she's everything I wished I could be. Like, she's confident, she's cute and friendly, she's a girl, she's easily liked, and she's pretty, she's confident, she's all these things that I really wanted to be, but just couldn't. Plus, I was in middle school at the time, so. But yeah, so there's that. Then I went into Pokemon, and there's kind of the same thing through there. Like, I tried making a male MLPOC one time, and it just didn't click with me. It just didn't. I don't know why. Maybe I didn't like the masculine, bulky feeling of being a stallion for an MLPOC. I tried, like, he was going to be like me. He was going to be like my personal like male MLPOC, but it didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. But that's not when I figured it out. So I went from there, went to Pokemon, and I still only had like female characters, just because I liked female characters. They're pretty. They're all nicer to look at. All that blah blah blah. And then once okay, so in my Pokemon days, like near the end, I started feeling like I didn't feel like I wanted to be something that wasn't a Pokemon, because a Pokemon is just kind of like a Pokemon OC is just something that you kind of I don't know, copied, like something that you kind of copied from like a series. It's kind of like the same thing of having like an Undertale OC or a Five Nights at Freddy's OC. It's like they're kind of just like characters pre-made that you just kind of recolor, reskin, make it all unique and cool. That wasn't like personal to me, because I was just like a Flygon. It's like, I mean, that's cool. I love Flygon, but like, it's not me. Yeah, it's like all the female OCs, and yeah, I wanted to be something that was more akin to me. So I decided to make a fursona, since I was getting into all the anthro and the movies and all the cool stuff. So I ended up trying to make a fursona, and that's me, Rylie Catagami, deer cat hybrid, because I love deer, I love cats. Easy hybrid. Boom. Beautiful. So I made Rylie, and like I made her to be like yeah, like I tried to base her off of me, like everything about me, just so I didn't have to act, I didn't have to put on any kind of mask or face or just be in character. I was just me. So I just based her everything off of me, like what I like, what I do, what my hobbies are, what my job is, and like kind of how I dress. And I gave her a similar. It's actually similar. Rylie is similar to my real name, or my dead name, I should say. If you don't know, a dead name is just like your birth name that you just, it's dead. It's dead to you. You have your new name and you love it. And yeah, it's pretty close, but yeah, Rylie. I made Rylie kind of like female me, and I gave her the name Rylie. And then after that, after I started using Rylie and I had like my first commission, I had the art of her, and I used her as my profile picture and just as me. Like whenever I got into trouble, I was like, yes, it's on me, it's on me. And I wasn't like acting anymore. I was just kind of being myself, and I felt better. I felt really nice, just kind of chilling, not being in character, just kind of being me, and it was a little more freeing. Has your persona helped you with your confidence IRL? Yeah, a little bit. I mean, IRL, I don't know. I mean, I don't have a pursuit or anything, but like online, definitely. Like I've done so much better with having Rylie. But back to the point, when I made Rylie, that's kind of when it clicked. It's like I'm like so much happier, just kind of being myself, being this deer cat hybrid girl on the internet. Just like it just feels right. So that's probably when it clicked that I am probably trans. At least I think so. Did your character become you, or did you become your character? Maybe a blend of the two. Maybe a blend of the two. Cause well, not my first LC, but my Pokemon main Sona, Skyla. She's a blue and white Flygons, kind of mommy like. So I kind of took her color scheme. So it's a little mix. It's a little mix. Well, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, Rylie. Once I made Rylie, I just kind of knew. I knew it was me. And it is me. I'm Rylie. Hello. And in Katagami, I just kind of like came up with it. Like I was thinking of something Japanese, like cat. Like I want a cat. And Katagami. That's very Japanese. I recently figured out that Katagami is actually a Japanese thing. I just made it up. Apparently it's real, except it's with a K instead of a C. I was training to the point where your entire vocal range changes is super impressive to me, even more so now I know it's not at all helped by the hormones. Yeah, it can be really impressive actually. It's really different for everybody because others have different like vocal ranges. What is the one thing you didn't expect when transitioning? Like the side effects. Some side effects I've noticed are definitely having to pee more. I don't know why. You just like I guess you from all the hormones and stuff. You just I don't know, something with like the water in your body. I don't actually remember, but I just know you have to. I pee more a lot more than I used to. Well, I kind of expected it. It kills your sex drive, so I'm not horny. You're horny. What else? What else? I guess craving salt. For a little while, my girlfriend was like, every now and then she just take the salt shaker and is like, salt shaker. It's definitely a salt shaker, guys. Yeah, she just like pours salt in her mouth. Yeah, the salt, having to pee more. I can't remember. I don't know if I knew that it actually changed you socially. Like I think that was a surprise to me that it actually does change how you think and how you feel. Like I didn't think that'd work at all. Like I thought that was just kind of stupid and it wouldn't change me at all, but it really did. It did. Yeah, sometimes like my cute days are on and off. Like when I look in the mirror, I was like, damn, I look fucking cute. And other days, it's like, I'm alright. Because I mean, I still find things to nitpick about myself, like my big stupid nose or my body hair. Just stupid stuff like that. I think that was all of the curious cat questions. I got boobies, Ariel. Okay. Oh yeah. Like for me, I learned that at least I've been told that boobie size it's not based on HRT. Well, it is, but like it's more based on genetics. So if you're I don't know if it's your mom or your sister, either one. If you have a mom or a sister, you'll be like a cup size smaller than them. That's what I've heard. What sort of clothes do you like to go out in? Honestly, my fashion sense hasn't really changed all that much. Like pre-HRT, all I wore were like my hoodie and like stupid t-shirts with pictures on them, like my MLP t-shirts or Sonic or Kirby, just cute little t-shirts. But I'd mostly just wear my hoodie on top, the old dysphoria hoodie. If you're trans, I learned that not every trans goes through with bottom surgery. Like, bottom surgery is completely optional, depending on how dysphoric you are about it. I mean, I'm not really too dysphoric about it. I just think it's, you know, I think it's just a bit of an annoyance and an inconvenience for, like for wearing girl clothes, because you have to wear. You can either just you can hide it or just squish it. I'm not talking. Shut. Ma'am, can I have some bigger booba? Yeah, of course. So there's if you don't, not everybody gets the booba size that they want, which is a shame. I mean, some get really good ones, some get not so great, and some just kind of get in the middle. For me, I mean, the booba growth goes on over a couple years, so I'm told. You can get implants. There's the saline and the silicone, and I believe there's the fat transfer. So those are the options you have if you want like breast augmentation. You can like transfer fat from somewhere to make your boobas bigger, or you can just go through with the surgery and just the saline, I believe, is like wobblier, but it's more prone to bursting, which is scary. And silicone is, I mean, silicone, it's firm and it kind of stays in the same place, so it doesn't look as realistic, but it lasts for like forever ever. Not everybody is quite lucky, and it really sucks. So you have to kind of find other ways to get the things that you want. Not every trans woman gets rid of like their parts. Not everybody does that. So I mean, it really depends if you're dysphoric about it, or if you want to keep it, if you want blah blah blah. You know. What else is there? Oh yeah, the fashion sense. I didn't really change my fashion sense a whole lot. I mean, I still wear my hoodie a lot, but that's mostly because I'm really skinny and I get really cold. So I gotta boot myself. So I mostly keep my hoodie on because I'm cold. Unless it's the summer, which is coming up. So I get to wear this stuff. Like, now that I am a female and I've been taken shopping with my girlfriend and my mom, I'm more comfortable going girl clothes shopping with my girlfriend, because she's also trans, and two, it's less awkward with your parents. So it's probably better to go with like a really close friend or your significant other. It's probably really great to do that. Yeah, because it's kind of hard to. It's always good to, I guess, experiment. Honestly, like, if you see something that you think is really cute, you should try it. Like, don't get something you think something that you think others would like. Always get something that you think is like really cute. Because I have a long like blue, black, and like plaid dress, but it has like little shiny things on the neck, little beads. And my girlfriend was like, "That looks kind of silly with the little beads up here." I was like, "I don't care. I think the thing looks cute. I like it." My parents would hate me if I went trans. Oh, don't say that. Oh, yeah, it really sucks if your parents are not accepting of trans, and there's not really a whole lot I can say about that besides just hang in there. Eventually, things will. That's like what my friends say to me is that things will get better. It doesn't seem like it right now, but it'll be okay. Like, you just need to hang in there, hang out with your friends, make sure you're like talking with them, and make each other feel better. So I guess other like clothing stuff that I've gotten, I have this tank top IRL. I like having my tank tops. I have a nice like not turtleneck, like a sweater. It's always fun to go bra shopping. As funny as that is, well, I haven't even really gone bra shopping. I just did like the once or twice. And it always feels nice when you measure your boobies and they've grown. There's always something good about finding clothes that make you feel good and cute. Yeah, just buy clothes that you think are really cute and you'd like to wear. Like, don't be afraid to like just be you. You know, never be afraid. Never be afraid. It's okay. You can just wear what makes you happy. I'm wearing like a fluffy. Well, it's not. It's like a sweatshirt. It's not a hoodie. It's a sweatshirt. It has like it's like white and like color like tie-dye colors a little bit. It's really cute and soft. I thought it was really comfy. What Newt has told me it definitely helps with her dysphoria, oddly enough. Can confirm hanging with friends in VR is nice. Yeah, VR is a pretty great place. I mean, I get to be my old big booby deer cat or my deer fox in VR. My voice is getting tired. Also, the thing with the trans voices, I'm pretty good at doing like trans or just like doing voice work stuff. Like I can do my high voices, I can do slightly low voices, I can mess around with my voice a lot. It's really weird. PSC helped me become more outgoing for sure. Yeah, getting VR and just like getting a cute female avatar is like really helpful for dysphoria stuff. So you can just like get out of your own body and into something you like. So that's really good, or at least until you can actually start transitioning. I mean, I've gotten a lot more social for sure, because I used to be super, like, I'd go into voice calls, but I would never use my voice. I'd only use text. Just because I always felt bad about, like, rejection or embarrassing myself. Like, I'd never want to talk, because I feel like I'd embarrass myself. I'd just be really stupid, and then I'd get mad, and I didn't want people to hear me being mad with my own voice. I don't know. And plus, I guess it was like another like voice dysphoria thing from before. You have a beautiful voice, Rylie, just saying. Well, thank you. I feel like I don't really do a whole lot with it, but I think it's nice or good enough. I mean, a lot of people coming from Hist. Aww. And I mean, my voice is alright. I mean, I've definitely got more used to it once I listen to it more. I do wish it could be a little more feminine. I mean, I can like make it go a little bit higher, I guess. I really don't mind telling everybody that I'm trans, cause I'm really proud of myself, and well, I guess I'm already pretty good looking, so I'm happy to let people know that I'm trans, and I don't want to keep secrets from people, because I know some people like to do that, and I understand it's something that you're just not comfortable telling, but I don't mind. I enjoy being honest with everybody. Yeah, I don't mind. Oh, ooh, actually, another topic. Getting misgendered, it does suck. It's really worse for different people. Cause I still, like, even after a year or so by now, my parents and grandparents and the family members still kind of misgender me and say like him, he, and I know it's really hard for them to adjust as well it is for me, but them a lot more. So getting misgendered, it sucks, and I usually try to like remember to tell them that, but usually in the moment I just decide to like, oh, whatever, I don't feel like correcting them right now. But sometimes they get it, other times they don't. It sucks. But it's really only time that can fix that, honestly. And just really letting them know, because other people's dysphoria is worse than others. Accidentally misgendering dead naming is a mistake. Doing it on purpose is abuse. Yeah, on purpose, that's different. Now, let me see. Lilac. Lilac. I think she's possibly joining? Maybe? think, I mean, I would like to get Lilac in here so we can get some info from her. That'd be cool. Hi, the cat. Hello. The world be a-changing, but not fast enough. Yep. Things change, and things can't be the same forever, unfortunately. People change, the world changes, everyone changes. It's just something you gotta do. I just want to live in a world where the vast majority are comfortable with themselves. Comfortable people have more room for empathy. I feel that it'd solve most problems. Yeah, I think so too. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna get off VR. I am. This is exhausting. I'm not gonna. We're not done yet. I'm just gonna get off VR and back into normal VTuber territory. Hello, everybody. I'm back. Been talking for over 9 hours. Of course, I'm tired. But yeah, I'm not used to I'm not used to talking for this long. It's really it's tiring. Like for a long period of my life, I just never really talked about anything, and or just really didn't really talk about at all. Like most of high school, I barely ever talked for like dysphoria and reasons. Oh, Lilac.
Hello.
Lilac, my bestie.
Hello, hello.
Hi, how are you?
I am fantastic. I'm ready. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for tonight.
Me too. I was wondering before we like started up Portal 2, since we still have a couple of minutes, would you like to like introduce yourself and maybe like talk about some trans stuff or whatever?
Yes, of course, of course. So, hello, hi, I am Lilac Skunk. I am a pink sparkle skunk, and even though I haven't started my HRT process, I have been trans for at least about a year now. For a full year, not counting like this year, but it's like I started identifying myself around, I would say, actually, no, maybe 2.5 years because I started or like around 2020 when like mid-pandemic.
Oh. Yeah. I think someone asked that question earlier. What, like, is it when are like is HRT when you become trans, or when does trans like start?
I would say for me, it starts when you identify by it, but when you're fully actually starting on HRT, that's when the physical part starts. A lot of people would disagree with me, and I understand that, but it's just, you know, how I always viewed it.
Yeah.
But that's really what I can only think of right now.
How did your family react to you coming out?
Not well.
Not well. Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
I mean, I'm not really gonna go into detail. It's just like it wasn't well. They would always like give me all the excuses in the book, like the whole like controversial views of trans men and women, and then of course I was given the bullshit view that HRT gives men breast cancer or gives them cancer and all that stuff, and that some very, very nasty comments about trans women in general.
Yeah.
They didn't handle it well.
Yeah, it's really different for everybody. Because I know Texas is not really a forgiving place for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, they're not.
Yeah, it sucks because I'm in a more fortunate spot where my family are more supportive, and I feel bad. I really want to help out, but you just gotta hang in there, I suppose.
Yeah.
When you first started socially transitioning, did you ever accidentally misgender yourself?
Actually, you know, it's just, it took me at least maybe a month or so to kind of recognize who I really was. So yeah, maybe once or twice within the month, but not too often.
Yeah, because it's honestly a time thing. Like for the first while when you're trying to change your identity.
Yeah.
You do have a habit of like not being used to calling yourself by your new name or your new gender, so it really takes time.
It really does. And now I only recognize people whenever they call me by Misty.
Yeah, like I call you by Misty or Lilac, so I kind of swap between the two. I don't know why. I don't know what you prefer.
Either way.
Yeah,
I don't
either
care.
way, it's kind of like the same thing. Lilac, Misty, my bestie. Another question is, how do you deal with your body hair? They have trouble. Blah 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 blah.
It's called Nair.
A what?
It's called Nair. I slather it like it's icing on a cake.
I don't know what that is. Explain it.
Nair is like sort of like a dissolving chemical that you put on like on your legs. If you leave it on too long, though, it will burn your skin. But it helps remove hair quicker and easier without doing the whole shaving bullshit. I mean, just after maybe doing it once, there may be some spots you'll have to get with a razor.
Yeah, there's like a personal question. It's like if they're male or female, they have yet to start HRT and have been shaving. I wonder if I'm doing things the hard way because I get maybe about 2 uses out of the blades we have to replace them. Blah blah blah. Am I just bad at razor, or is this just the norm?
I mean, it's actually quite normal for people to kind of just get themselves accidentally whenever you're using razors. Even it's just like, I would say a lot of my friends, they would like shave their legs, but sometimes they would nick themselves. So I wouldn't feel bad if you accidentally nick yourself.
Yeah, I know I have. And it does suck.
It hurts.
The second question is, like, if they have a significant other, like they have a bi cis woman wife, she was wondering if there's anything more she could do to help besides be supportive, accepting, and loving, and whatever else. What can somebody do?
The only thing I could think of is just support them no matter what, and at least defend them when it comes to situations like, let's say, you're from man to woman in transitioning and you prefer going to women's restrooms. I would say at least help.
The restrooms.
Yeah, the restrooms and all this stuff. I would say help support that idea. I know there's a lot of people that are still
I'm pretty sure it was only this year. I only recently, for the first time, went into a girl's bathroom. So it's quite ballsy to you gotta be brave and just kind of go for it. But it's also easier when like there's not really anybody in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Other than that, just the only thing you can do is just be there for them, support them, and accept them for who they are. But whenever the time comes, if you actually have to, physically defend them, it's just like, I guess that's the extra step. But there's nothing really else I can think of. Just don't be a dick.
The thing I said is that help them clothes shop.
Oh yeah, help them
clothing.
Clothes shop. Yes.
Yeah, because I know going going to the clothes shopping with my girlfriend was super helpful. Like going with your parents is awkward. Just go with like your girlfriend, or like just go get some clothes with them. They understand. Like they can help you. Do you have gender dysphoria? If so, what do you do during those moments that you find help you through it?
When it comes to gender dysphoria for me, it's like when it comes to like when I look at my body and stuff, I have to realize that this is who I am physically right now, and I don't know, I kind of have to learn with it, but also I gotta accept who I am, because eventually it'll change. But at the same time, everybody's born different, everybody's built different, and the whole idea of that you have to be the perfect, like, female figure to be who you are is bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. So I have to realize or recognize or remind myself that being perfect or being the perfect figure and being the perfect person is absolute bullshit, and you are who you are. You are made, and you're made uniquely, or you're born uniquely. You know, it's just like it takes time to accept that. It really does take time to accept it.
Yeah, it really does.
But you will get there. And for those who are going through the transition or having gender dysphoria, it's like, I support you. You got this.
Yeah.
You are amazing.
You're all amazing. Just hang in there. You can get through it. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think your end goal is?
My end goal?
Yeah.
When it comes to that, my end goal is to at least transition enough to come to the point where it's like I decide to do like the big surgery if I wanted to or not.
Yeah, the surgery is like, it's really how dysphoric you are over it or not.
Yeah. But other than that, mostly I'm just worried about my own financial situation, my own living life, and it's just trying to, you know, just succeed in life, because that's the more important thing for me.
Yeah, financial stuff and like your own life is really hard to balance along with trying to transition.
Oh, and trust me, it's going to be difficult. It's not going to be easy at all for me.
No, it's hard.
Here, I will be right back. I gotta go quickly get some food, and then I'll pop back in.
Okay, I might actually go grab some more wine real quick too, so I'll BRB.
Alright, I gotta grab me my drinks too.
Alright, burb.
Burb.